As our narration unfolds, imagine animated mermaids and mermen, those elusive creatures of the deep, swimming in the ocean. These aquatic enigmas with human torsos and fish-like tails have been making ripples in our collective imaginations for centuries. Visualize depictions of the perilous sirens of Greek mythology, followed by the benevolent sea maidens in Hans Christian Andersen's tales. Their representations vary as much as the cultures they originate from. But are these just mere fables, or could there be a grain of truth hidden beneath the waves? With a staggering 95% of our world's oceans still unexplored, the possibility of such hybrids existing in uncharted territories comes to life in our animated explorations. So let's take a visual plunge and dive into the depths of history and explore the evidence and tales of these fascinating sea beings through animation. The allure of mermaids and mermen isn't a recent phenomenon, it dates back to ancient times. Dive the depths of animation that vividly brings history to life, and you'll find that the fascination with these aquatic beings has always been a part of our collective consciousness. In the cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia, artists etched images of entities with human upper bodies and fishtails onto their pottery and walls. Watch as these ancient depictions, animated for your viewing pleasure, breathe life into the earliest references, what we now know as mermaids and mermen. But it wasn't just the Mesopotamians who were captivated by these sea beings. The Greeks, renowned for their extensive mythology, played a significant role in shaping the image of the mermaid. They introduced the concept of these sea creatures as enchanting singers, an idea influenced by the mythological sirens. These sirens, often depicted as bird-like women, were known for their irresistible songs that led sailors to their doom. Through animation, witness their transformation during the medieval period, where they began to be depicted as fish-tailed beings, a trait that was eventually transferred to mermaids. The Greek influence didn't stop there. Even the sea monsters Scylla and Charybdis, who dwelled near the sirens, were depicted with fish-like attributes. Not to forget the animated depiction of the Greek god Triton, who sported not one but two fishtails. Though Triton was initially a singular entity, over time he became pluralized, representing a group of beings with similar features. Interestingly, while the Greeks had a pantheon of water nymphs and deities like the Oceanids, Nereids, and Naiads, they were not typically depicted with fishtails. This unique characteristic seems to have been reserved for the mermaid and merman figures we're familiar with today. These animated ancient tales set the foundation for the mermaid and merman lore that we know today. As we journey northwards, the Scandinavian lands come alive with vibrant tales of mermaid lore, embodied in their numerous statues. In Denmark, the bustling city of Copenhagen breathes life into one of the most famous mermaid statues worldwide. The bronze and granite figure, inspired by Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, The Little Mermaid, has graced a rock by the harbour for over 100 years, inviting throngs of visitors each year. This living statue narrates the heartfelt tale of a mermaid who sacrifices everything to join a young, handsome prince on land. Across the Scandinavian expanses, mermaid stories and symbols pulsate in the cultural tapestry. Norway, for instance, showcases the famous Mermaid of Utsira, a statue that stands proud on the island of Utsira, steadfast against the untamed North Sea. This statue, distinct from the wistful Little Mermaid of Denmark, seems to embody strength and resilience, reflecting the spirit of the stormy sea. Sweden, too, breathes life into its mermaid lore. The Sjöjungfrun, or Sea Maiden, statues scattered throughout the country echo the nation's age-old maritime culture. These animated figures often show mermaids in various poses, some sitting tranquilly, some on the verge of diving back into the sea, each recounting a unique tale of the mythical sea beings. Moreover, the mermaid's influence stretches beyond static statues and into the dynamic world of literature. Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid, penned in the 19th century, lives on as one of the most celebrated fairy tales worldwide. This narrative of love, sacrifice and metamorphosis has been translated into numerous languages and has inspired a plethora of adaptations, including the much-loved Disney animated movie. Mermaids, with their human-like torsos and fish-like tails, have captured imaginations and sparked intrigue for centuries. They have been portrayed as beautiful, enchanting, sometimes perilous creatures, often tied to the capricious nature of the sea. Despite the absence of tangible proof of their existence, the belief in these mythical beings persists, stoked by occasional accounts of sightings and the ceaseless allure of mermaid narratives in art and literature. These animated figures serve as vivid testaments to our ongoing fascination with mermaids. Let us dive into the world where tales of mermaids and mermen are not confined to the Western world. Now imagine a beautifully detailed animation of a map guiding us towards the warm waters of the Indian Ocean and the craggy coastlines of Somalia. Here, an animated quill begins to weave a myriad of tales spun by the local fishermen. Tales that paint a vivid visual depiction of aquatic beings, animated to be both enchanting and terrifying. In the Indian Ocean, our animated journey brings us face to face with mermaids, known locally as jengu. These are beautifully rendered as exquisite creatures with long, flowing hair and shimmering fish-like tails, believed to bring good luck and prosperity. We animate them communicating with the spirits of the water, bargaining on behalf of the humans to ensure a bountiful catch. Our journey then sweeps us towards the Somali coast, where the tales take a slightly different turn. Here, the mermaids, known as Ebian, are believed to be protectors of the sea. We watch as the Ebian, in a dramatic display of animated power, control the waves and the winds. In this animated world, they are depicted as guardians, protecting the fishermen from the unpredictable fury of the sea. Yet they can also be vengeful, cursing those who disrespect the ocean's bounty. These animated tales, while fantastical, serve as a mirror to the local culture and beliefs. They underline the deep respect for the sea, viewed not just as a source of livelihood, but also a powerful entity that gives and takes in equal measure. The symbiotic relationship between humans and nature is highlighted here, a delicate balance that is central to these communities. The mermaid and merman folklore of the Indian Ocean and Somali coast come alive through these animations, serving as a testament to the human imagination, our fascination with the unknown, and our innate desire to make sense of the world around us. These animated tales add another vibrant layer to the rich tapestry of mermaid and merman folklore. In the modern era, tales of mermaids and mermen endure, animated visuals of which keep surfacing from various parts of the world. Animated reports from all corners of the globe breathe life into the legend, featuring supposed sightings of these aquatic beings. In 2011, an animated recreation of a mermaid-like figure was allegedly spotted lounging on a rock in Kiryat Yam, Israel. There was even a $1 million reward for anyone who could provide undeniable proof of the mermaid's existence, illustrated through animations. Despite the lucrative offer, the prize remains unclaimed. Fast forward to 2013, an animated sequence shows a construction crew in Zimbabwe halting work following claims of a man-like creature with a fishtail appearing in the dam where they worked. The creature, depicted in animation, was said to have caused havoc, leading to the abandonment of the project. Now, whether these were actual sightings or mere folklore, animated to add credibility, continues to be a topic of debate. Then there's the case of the infamous mermaid video footage from 2017, supplemented with animated sequences from a submarine exploration off the coast of Greenland. The supplemented animation sparked widespread speculation, with some claiming it as proof of mermaids' existence, while others dismissed it as an elaborate hoax. In many of these instances, marine biologists suggest the sightings represented in animations could be misidentified marine animals such as manatees or seals. Known as sea cows, manatees have a similar silhouette to the classic mermaid when seen from a distance, and their animated habit of performing tail stands in shallow water could be mistaken for a mermaid's fishtail. Similarly, animated seals with their sleek bodies and human-like eyes could easily be mistaken for mermaids or mermen when seen under the right lighting. But despite the scientific explanations and animated representations, the allure of the mermaid and merman persists. Their existence, while unproven and often illustrated through animations, continues to captivate us. feeding our fascination with the mysteries of the deep. As we've only explored a mere 5% of the world's oceans, who's to say what animated marvels lurk beneath the waves? These animated sightings not only stir intrigue, but also raise more questions about the existence of mermaids and mermen. Picture this. Vast, uncharted underwater cities come to life, pulsating with an energy that's both alien and familiar. These bustling aquatic capitals are the realm of mermaids and mermen. Concealed beneath the waves, they could be brimming with life forms that shatter our understanding of the world. It sink in. We've only ventured into a meager 5% of the Earth's oceans. This means a mind-boggling 95% of the aquatic world remains untouched, uncharted, and uncaptured by human eyes. Now, within this immense void, could there flourish intricate societies of merfolk? It's a thrilling question, isn't it? This idea straddles the line between fantasy and plausibility, a legend that might find its roots in reality. The vision of bustling underwater metropolises, teeming with mermaid and mermen, brings a of awe and wonder. But until we plunge further into the uncharted marine abyss, this can only remain a conjecture. The riddle of the merfolk continues to bewitch us, as we mull over the secrets cloaked in the untouched darkness of our oceans.